The moment you think you are stuck or falling behind in life, whatever, it implies that you are comparing yourself to other standards. Fuck the society's grip. Yes, I said it. This is where most of your unhappiness, dissatisfaction, and uncertainty come from. Quick story time. I changed my career, basically started fresh when I was 28, and in the same year, I quit an 8-year-long romantic relationship. And last time I checked, I certainly do not have a pet, nor do I want to get married. If you judge my current life based on the traditional path or what the majority is going for, I am definitely a failure. Not gonna lie, it sucks sometimes when you look at the highlight reels of your friends in a similar age and it makes you second guess all your decisions. But this is a big juicy but. I don't feel stagnant in life. I have my doubts, but I've learned to appreciate my own standards and progress. The moment you think you're falling behind in life, it implies that you're comparing yourself to other standards, which means you're playing a game that you don't get to set your own rules. Of course, you're doomed to feel unhappy and unsatisfied. Let me tell you this, you are not stuck. You are just confused. Confused about your current reality and what you really want. And this is actually progress because now you're aware of how you feel and about your current situation, which is the first step to change. Life has no script. You are the narrator of your life and you are not comparing yourself to anyone. I have been through this once during my quarter life crisis, which eventually led me to quitting my old career. And recently I went through another existential crisis, which prompted me to create this video if you are in a similar situation. I am sharing the 4 steps that I took to help me move forward in life in the direction that I want. Hopefully that will help you feel more okay emotionally and in reality about yourself. So let's get started. So how to move forward in life in the direction that you want? First step, reflect. Why are you here today? Why are you stuck in the first place? Let's talk about the top 4 life areas that people often find themselves stuck in. You might be in a career or a job that you hate, but you chose that when you are 16 and people keep telling you that you should stick to it or climb the corporate ladder. You may be stuck in a physical location. Maybe you want to get out of your hometown. Maybe the pandemic made you rethink about work and life. Why are you getting out then? Family ties, money, whatever reasons. You might also be stuck in relationships that are not serving you anymore. Your needs may have changed or you and your partner change in opposite directions that you're not compatible anymore. Or you may be stagnant in your health and well-being. Our bodies are highly adaptive to different situations. And you hear people say that they hit a workout plateau or something, which was exactly what I was going through 2 months ago during winter. We need to constantly change our routine, whether that be your morning routine, your workout routine, your diet, whatever, in order to challenge our body. In a nutshell, your original destination may be set by what the society told you that you should go to or what your past self thought you wanted to go. But hold on, your past self is actually a completely different version of yourself. So why would you let someone else decide your career, your relationships, your physical location and your health for you? Does that make sense? In all these examples, you may feel stuck, bored or stagnant because you are ready for more. You demand more from life, which means that you need to change something. And it's okay to change your mind. You now know things that your past self didn't. So reflect on that, accept your current reality, and stop blaming yourself. Channel your energy and attention to solving the problem instead. Step 2. You need to redefine your goals based on your future self. It can get very overwhelming to change every life aspect at once. I do not recommend that. It sounds very cliche, but it all goes back to your core values and what really matters to you. One powerful reflection exercise is to think about what your future self wants and would do, and then you start acting like you are already that version of yourself. Yes, your past behaviors got you to where you are today, but your future self drives your current behavioral change. Want a healthier life? You start making better food choices today. I am now exactly who my past self would want to be, in terms of my morning routine, career, and location. Sometimes when you're really deep in it, you don't realize this, but I look back on my previous journal entries from like 3-5 years ago and just surprised, I am literally my future self. Everything starts with an identity shift. You hear people say, I am vegetarian or I don't smoke. It's as simple as that. Redefine your goals, Then prioritize which life areas you would want to change first. Yes, it is possible to come up with a plan to change everything within the same time frame, but you need to be really aware of where your time, energy, and attention go. And juggling doesn't work well for everyone. By the way, if you are liking this video so far, please give it a like so that more people can benefit from it. Thank you. And step 3 is the fun part. In the previous step, you have some hypothesis of how you want your life to be, but you might be unsure if it is really what you want. So in this step, you want to set things up and test drive possible paths. Once you start taking action, you will find out what works and what doesn't. In this phrase, speed is more important than direction because you don't even know the direction, right? You can figure out something doesn't work within a week. And it is way better than thinking, planning, and worrying, and you end up not doing anything. And in this step, it's really important to think of everything as an experiment. There is like no right or wrong, because we already talked about this. There is no script. You are the narrator of your life. You define your own rules. For me, I see freedom as my top core value. In my definition, it means making choices not based on fear or lack. So location freedom is something I want to test drive, like a digital nomad lifestyle, you know? So now I'm trying to move my clients online, and I might book a weekend getaway to see if I really like this work travel mode. Last step. While you are making decisions and progress, it is important to acknowledge that feeling stagnant is just one season of life. In fact, we don't know if we're at our best or worst until we look back later. Think about the past 2 years when you were in pandemic and lockdowns. You might think that you were stagnant in life because the world was on pause, nothing was going on, but in fact you might have recovered from your burnout or learned a new instrument or become tech savvy at work. Hindsight is everything. Another tip for you, while you're making progress, it is important to be both realistic and reasonable. That means taking into account the fact that everything might change and you need to know when to push forward and when to take a step back. For example, I always have a hard time recognizing my progress because I'm too deep in it and I'm always comparing my current stage with my ideal self. And that might end up feeling stressed and unsatisfied. So, these are the 4 steps that I took to help me get out of the rut, if you will. Feeling stagnant sucks. But we need to decide if it's time to rest or time to move on. And the quickest way to find out is to take action. Just do something, and you will soon find out the direction. If you enjoyed this video, I think you will also like this video here, in which I talk about the 9 things that I would tell my younger self in order to live a happier and more fulfilled life. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.